This crypto news changes everything for crypto. For years, people have been speculating about Tether, USDT. Cryptocurrency's largest stablecoin has always had to battle FUD. Does USDT Tether really have the reserves they say they have? Do they just print more whenever they need to and pile it into Bitcoin to artificially pump the price? These are things we've heard before from the naysayers, from those who don't think Tether is legit. But recently, we got some news that has kind of flown under the radar, by the way, that drastically changes things for crypto, because this FUD is essentially squashed by the news that recently came out. So I'm glad you came to this video. This is some major crypto news that impacts all of us as crypto investors. All I ask, go ahead and smash that like button for us. I want everybody in the crypto world to see this video. It's very, very important. It's not about one particular crypto here. This is about our industry as a whole. And Tether, the largest stablecoin, really is the glue in a lot of ways that keeps things together, especially for the exchanges. So I've been on the hunt. I've been trying to find out, well, what exactly is going on with Tether? And finally, I came across an article that was just, oh my gosh, this is it. This is big for us. This changes things for crypto, and it should change the mind of investors, at least those who have this thing in their head where Tether's not legit. All right, so we're going to dive into exactly what this is in this video. Real quick plug, though, for my trading indicator, XT Algo. Links are down below, guys. If you're looking to trade with us, you can definitely do so. This is my indicator I had built. And, of course, if you're looking for a trading platform, check out Margex, the most reliable way to trade Bitcoin with up to 100x leverage. Links are all down below for these two items and more. You'll find all of that down in the description. When you sign up with Margex using my link, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus as well. Now, before we get into the Tether FUD that has been squashed, which I think is just enormous for crypto, I want to start here just because I think this is important to kind of set the stage, if you will. So Tether, if you're wondering, now owns $2.8 billion worth of Bitcoin. This tweet just came out this morning. So they own $2.8 billion worth of Bitcoin. By the way, BlackRock already owns over $1 billion in like 5 days. Okay? Crazy. After a recent $380 million buy, they now own $2.8 billion worth of Bitcoin. The stablecoin issuer Tether bought another $380 million of Bitcoin at the end of last quarter, bringing its total holdings now up to $2.8 billion worth of Bitcoin. And we can see that Tether began purchasing Bitcoin back in September 2022 when prices were down. Huge buy there, almost 34,000 Bitcoin. They don't buy all the time, but they do buy strategically. When they do, they buy heavy. And then Tether first disclosed, this is an important note, this was another reason that a lot of people got bullish. They actually disclosed their Bitcoin holdings in May of 2023 as part of its first quarter report. Now, they haven't officially revealed its Bitcoin address, but the block confirmed with a source at the time that it was indeed Tether's address who bought. So I guess it's been found out through the blockchain. Tether has previously said it would regularly invest a portion of its profits into Bitcoin as it shifts its stablecoin reserves toward crypto and away from the U.S. government debt. When reached for comment, Tether CEO Paolo Ordino reiterated that the company announced last year its interest in purchasing Bitcoin with up to 15% of its profits on a quarterly basis. They're also active in Bitcoin mining and energy production space. In November, Tether invested $500 million over the next 6 months involving the construction of its Bitcoin mining facilities. They're going all in on Bitcoin. There's no doubt. But really, the big news here, the game-changing news, was this right here. Tether's reserves do exist. This is enormous, guys. People have been questioning this for years and really over a decade. And there's been so much FUD about this point. So I want to highlight this and stick with me here because we need to talk about this. This is huge for crypto. Cantor Fitzgerald, LP, Chief Executive Officer Howard Lutnick, said his firm has reviewed some of Tether's holdings and their balance sheet as the stablecoin issuer's custodian and confirmed it holds the money it says it does. This is the first time we've had somebody of this caliber come out and say, yes, we've reviewed things. They actually hold the money they say they do. Because for years, Tether has said, listen, we've got it. We've got the money. It's okay. But it's been kind of like a just believe us kind of thing, right? Like, hey, we've got this over here. Don't worry about it, right? But people continue to worry about it. And somewhat rightfully so, right? Prove it, right? What happened with the FTX exchange going under? It forced other exchanges to show their proof of reserves. It was a good thing for crypto, actually. I mean, all things considered, it sucked for anybody who lost money in that whole ordeal, but it was kind of a necessary evil, right? And now we've had all these exchanges have to show that they have the reserves. They have the money they say they do. Well, this is the first time Tether has actually had to prove that they have the money they say they do. Tether reported assets of about $86 billion at the end of June to back about $83 billion of USDT stablecoin. That's huge. That's more than a one-to-one backing. He said Cantor Fitzgerald manages many of these assets for Tether, which serves as a foundation for much of the crypto market and has faced speculation for years that its coin wasn't backed one-to-one with dollars that is claimed. Here we go. They have the money they say they have, Lutnick said in an interview with Bloomberg Television's Lisa Abramowitz, Jonathan Farrow, and Anne-Marie Hordern from the World Economic Forum in Davos. I've seen a whole lot, and the firm has seen a whole lot, and they have the money. And so there has always been a lot of talk. Do they have it or do they not? And I'm here with you guys, and I'm telling you, we've seen it, and they have it. Tether confirmed its relationship with Cantor Fitzgerald in March of last year, too. So this is not just a one-sided thing here. Tether's USDT is the largest stablecoin in crypto. We know that. Massive, right? Massive market cap, huge in terms of its impact in crypto. It's more than an influential participant in the global crypto ecosystem. It is the biggest player. It's the biggest stablecoin. And rightfully so, as it says here, it's been a lightning rod for criticism and regulatory scrutiny because without Tether, we're in a world of trouble. If Tether doesn't have the money they say they have, we are not in a good place in crypto, and it just obviously negatively impacts the space. Now, a report came out this month by the UN on drug and crime described USDT as a popular choice for money laundering and illicit transactions. They've battled this FUD for years and years and years. In a recent response to that report, Tether basically said, listen, it was committed to combating the criminal use of crypto. But it's hard to do this when you're talking about a decentralized currency. The ease of tracking transactions, though, on the blockchain makes the tokens an impractical choice for illicit activities. It's actually not a good idea because it is traceable on the blockchain, which that argument is always so dumb to me when they say, oh, this is the only thing it's used for. It's way better to use cash. In addition to leading Cantor Fitzgerald, Lutnick is also chairman and CEO of the brokerage BGC Group. In the wide-ranging interview, Lutnick said his brokerage business has been aided by the resurgence in trading volumes across Wall Street. For the banks, trading markets are back. You're going to see the banks do really, really well through this, and they're going to be a wonderful performing asset in 2024. And that is huge for crypto. I hope you guys understand how big this is. It's the first time that the Tether FUD has truly, legitimately been put to bed. It's the first time we've actually had a legit source come forward and say, listen, yes, it's true. Tether has the money they say they have. This is enormous for crypto. and nobody is out there really talking about it. This is why this is a game changer, and it changes everything. It legitimizes the asset class, and I think it's a big reason, in my opinion, why these Bitcoin ETFs went live. Quite frankly, BlackRock, Fidelity, these big companies, without knowing for sure that Tether has the money they say they do, they wouldn't have come into this industry. They knew this. And I think they had some intel on this before we just learned about it days ago. And that's why the BlackRock and the Fidelity and all the other Bitcoin ETFs were approved. That's why they even wanted to get them through. They would not have done this with the Tether FUD still on the table. So I knew something had to be up, and I knew there had to be something out there that basically squashed this FUD, and I found it right here. This recently happened just days ago. So make sure you guys share this video. Help me get it out there because I think people need to see this. Smash the like button. Subscribe down below for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.